All right, I started. Good morning, everyone. Happy Tuesday. I hope everyone is having a good start to their morning. Welcome to the 11 a.m. morning stretch break. My name is Jazzy, health fitness specialist with X's at Autodesk, and we're going to be doing quite a bit of stretches today. But if you have anything that is a little tight today or something you want me to focus on to work on a little bit, feel free to drop that in the chat and I will add that into what we're going to do today. But the focus is to do a little bit of upper body and lower body stuff. We're going to be on the ground the majority of the time. So just make a little space on the ground and we'll go ahead and get started. So I'll keep an eye on the chat here. So we're going to get started today in our shin box position. So we're going to open up those hips a little bit. I'm going to start with my left leg in front and my right leg behind me. So if you need to take a second to get comfortable in this position, definitely do that. Now, sometimes it can be a little hard to get your hips open up this early in the morning. And what we're going to do is we're going to start off by stretching out our back a little bit with some rotation. So I'm going to start with my left hand. So whatever leg is in the front, that's what hand is going to go off to the side. And what we're going to do is we're going to inhale to prepare. We're going to take our right hand, exhale, reaching through all the way behind us as far as we can. Exhaling and then returning back to center. Great job. So we're going to inhale to prepare and exhale, reaching through as far as we can. Exhaling as we reach and back to center. Great job, everyone. We're going to go ahead and do that one more time. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, reaching through as far as we can. And back to center. Great job. All right, next up, we're going to stay on this side. What we're going to do is we're going to have our arms straight out to the side and we're going to bend forward, bringing our chest towards our front leg. Squeeze the glute, keep the core tight, back to center. And we're going to open up towards our back leg here. And then we're going to try and bend as far as we can here too. So if you can't bend very far, that's totally okay. We're just going to try and bend as far as we can and then returning to that starting position. So we're going to do this a couple times on this side. So bending forward, making sure we're not forgetting to breathe, keeping both of our knees and our ankles on the ground the whole time. We're working on rotation. We're opening up our back hip a little bit more. Great job. We're going to do this one. So we're rotating, bending. All right, last one here. Forward fold. Squeeze those glutes. Exhale, opening up and going as far as we can. Great job, everyone. Last thing we're going to do before we switch over to the other side is my least favorite thing to do, but it's great to work on our hips. So what we're going to do is with our back leg here, we're going to actively push that heel into the ground for 3 seconds. So count 3, 2, 1, and then we're going to squeeze our glute and we're going to try and lift that heel as far as we can off the ground. And as you see, my leg is not going anywhere and we can go ahead and set that back down on the ground. So we're doing 3 seconds each way. So we're going to push into the ground, 1, 2, 3, and then we're squeezing through the glute, lifting as high as we can. 1, 2, 3. All right, last one. We want to make sure we're not leaning forward to bring that leg up. We want to stay nice and tall here. So push into the ground. 1, 2, 3, and squeeze the glute. Lift as high as you can. 1, 2, 3, and back down. Whew. That one is not my favorite, but it's good for us. All right, we can go ahead and switch over onto the other side. And we're going to do those same 3 movements. Oh man, my front hip is now tight because we did that on the right side. All right, so placing that hand right next to our side. So right leg is in front, right hand is off to the side. We're going to do that rotation first. So inhaling to prepare, exhaling, reaching through behind us as far as we can, and then coming back to center. If you feel or you hear lots of cracking through your spine, that is totally okay as long as there is no pain involved. Great job, everyone. Let's go ahead and do one more here. Inhale to prepare. And a nice exhale, reaching through as far as we can. And back to center. All right, up next, we're going to do some folding and twisting again. So we're going to have our arms straight out to the side. We're going to come forward, chest onto our front leg. Squeeze the glute, come back up, rotating towards our back leg and bending forward. Not forgetting to breathe. Knees and ankles staying on the ground. So we're bending forward as far as we can, squeezing the glutes, keeping the core tight, exhaling, opening up, bending towards that back leg. Great job, everyone. Wherever we're at, let's go ahead and make this one our last one each way. So bending forward, opening up towards the back leg, and back to center. Great job, everyone. Now that one gets my hips nice and stretched out. All right, last part of that shin box position. Same thing, we're gonna be pushing the back heel into the ground for 3 seconds, and then we're lifting that back heel up, okay? So pushing into the ground, 1, 2, 3, stay nice and tall, lift that leg, 1, 2, 3. If you notice one leg now, we can do it. I can do it on my left leg, not my right leg. Totally normal. That one side is maybe a little bit more stable than the other. So now we're pushing into the ground. 1, 2, 3, and squeeze the glute. Lift that heel. 1, 2, 3. Great job. Last one, you guys. Push that heel underground. 1, 2, 3, and lifting that leg up. Squeeze the glute. 1, 2, 3. Awesome. I know that one can be really tough if you don't have the stability to be able to move your hip muscles. So sometimes we have the mobility, but not the stability. So we're working on that, getting better at that every day. All right, next thing we're gonna do, we're gonna go ahead and lay on our back and we're gonna stretch out the backs of our hips, that piriformis muscle. It's gonna feel real good after doing that last movement. I know my glutes are now a little tighter than they were earlier. So we're gonna go ahead. I'm gonna cross my right ankle over my left knee. And if that feels like a good stretch for you, go ahead and stay there. If you'd like a little extra, go ahead and interlace your fingers, grab behind the knee or even in front of the shin, whatever is available to you today. We're going to pull that knee towards the chest. So we're starting to feel that stretch through the back of our glutes, stretching out our piriformis muscle, that tiny little muscle. It can get really tight from sitting down, creating a little bit more mobility, range of motion through the back of the hip here. Nice big deep breaths into the belly. Exhaling nice and slow, releasing all that tension we feel in the back of our hip. And we're going to do one more big inhale here. Slowly exhaling. We can gently put that left foot on the ground and then the right foot. And we're going to do that same thing on the other side. So left ankle right above the right knee. And if that feels like a good stretch, go ahead and stay there. If you need a little extra, go ahead and interlace your fingers and either grab behind the knee or in front of the shin, whatever is available to you today. And we're going to pull that right knee towards our chest now. Breathing into any tightness we feel in the back of our hip. Big, deep belly breaths, really feeling our body relax. Great job, everyone. Let's go ahead and do one more big inhale here. And slowly exhale. Then go ahead and set that right foot on the ground and then the left foot. We'll go ahead and roll over onto our side. And you can stay seated or you can return to kneeling or standing, but that is all the time we have for this morning stretch break on this lovely, wonderful Tuesday. So thank you all for joining me. I hope your hips all feel nice and opened up now. Don't forget, we do have one more stretch break today at 2:30 with me. So we're doing some more fun stretches then. And then we do have abs and core with Luis later today at 4:30. So don't miss out on that. And as always, you can check up with everything we got going on by visiting our Slack channel at #Exos or visiting our SharePoint site. So thank you all for coming. I hope you have a great rest of your morning, a good start to your afternoon, and I will see you all at 2:30 today.